Hey, what's up guys? In this video you are going to learn about the top 10 best up-and-coming city building games to be released in 2021. There are going to be a lot of really good city building games in this list, including some you've probably never heard of. So before we start, if you have any suggestions as to what you think should be in this list, please let me know in the comment section down below. And with that out of the way, let's get started with the first city builder on this list, which is going to be Dorf Romantik from Toukana Interactive. Dorf Romantik, which translates to English as Village Romance, is a soft strategy village and landscape building game with a focus on relaxing atmospheres and puzzle mechanics. You use hexagonal tiles to build a massive city, connecting up things like ferryways and train tracks to each other. It's a peaceful and wholesome game to enjoy during these extremely crazy times, and personally, having played the preview version of this game myself, I can say that this game is very satisfying. Anyway, Dorf Romantik is currently planning on being released for early access on March 25th, 2021, but right now you can go to their website and download the free demo version to try this up-and-coming town builder yourself. Link will be in the description below. Moving on to the next city building game on this list, we have Citystate 2 by Andy Sztark. The Citystate franchise is a part of a very popular urban development subgenre of city building games, taking its inspirations from the modern classics such as SimCity 4 or City Skylines. With this new game comes new and improved graphics and a brand new interface for Citystate. Although Citystate 2 does seem a little familiar and it doesn't look like it's going to be that different from the original game, but either way, the game has a lot to offer, such as a new realistic economy and the ability to dabble with the interpolitical setting of your city. Citystate 2 is planning on being released in May of this year. Sticking to the modern city building subgenre, we have NewCity from Lone Pine Games in our number 3 spot. NewCity is a city builder that celebrates the simulation titles of yesteryear with classic gameplay and a fresh coat of paint. In this city builder, you start out as the mayor of your very own city, calling all the shots and building a metropolitan jewel. While it doesn't have as good a graphics as Citystate 2, the game is a mix of SimCity 4's graphics with the City Skylines 3D gameplay and camera capabilities. Other than the graphics, this up-and-coming urban city builder looks like a good one and something I'd definitely check out. NewCity is planning for a full release this year, but you could buy the early access version to get involved with this game as it develops right now. Next up, we have Econia from Future Comes Family. While Econia is considered to be more of a business tycoon game, it does indeed combine the best of city building, strategy, and management gaming genres for a rich experience. You start out as the mayor or CEO of what the Econia team are calling Business Land. Your main goal in the game is to make money, expand your business city, and dominate. Econia has already been available on mobile for a long time now, but will be making a PC appearance between March and November 18th. The reason I'm giving you this date is because there are two different dates mentioned on their website versus the date mentioned on their press release, but despite this confusion, we're moving on to number 5. Now, number 5 is going to be Viking City Builder by Roslagen. Pillage, set on fire, and build a new village on the ashes of Europeans. Viking City Builder is a classic city building game with real-time strategy elements that allow players to live through historic expansions of the Viking Age. You start out as the leader of a small Viking group after the pillaging of a small village, and you and your Viking brothers decide to build your very own settlement on the ashes of that very same village. Viking City Builder looks like it's going to be a very unique game with the dynamic of building your village, fighting with the Europeans, and being able to take an adventure to the seas. This should be unlike anything we've ever seen before. Its release date is still to be determined, but they're likely to release it this year. Staying in the ancient city building genre, we have Neolithic by Alex Harvey. Neolithic is a fun city building game, and according to its amazingly simplistic website, Neolithic is heavily influenced by games such as Age of Empires, Civilization, Caesar 3, and to lesser extent games like RimWorld. The game includes aspects of city building, RTS-like gameplay, and deeper character modification. It is essentially a full-time solo development project, and the developer says the game will have a lot of depth with a lot of character development features, so it should be pretty intense. But anyway, we don't know when Neolithic is set to release, but we'll see how it turns out this year. Next up, we have Aztec Empire by Play to Chill. Aztec Empire is a simulator of building a city set between the 13th and 16th century CE. The player takes on the role of the ruler responsible for building and bringing to splendor the magnificent techno-Chilean city-state. This amazing architectural wonder was historically located on an island in the middle of Lake Texcoco. This in itself will represent a technological and economic challenge for the player, who will have to provide food for his people and maintain a permanent trade connection with the outside world. If this sounds like a challenge for you, then I would definitely recommend Aztec Empire, set to release this year of 2021. Getting on with our list, we have Skid Cities by Vittorio Banfi. And basically what it is a mix of the old school SimCity with some new mechanics in a futuristic cyberpunk setting. An indie developed sandbox where the mechanics and dynamics of a city follow a distorted, dark, twisted future. Build slums, incredibly high skyscrapers, cyborg nests, Secret Service black sites, factories, and more with this game. Develop your city underground or keep building on top of your city until you reach the clouds. Your city can be utopian or dystopian, it's up to you. Skid Cities is a really fun, interesting city builder, and the best part is that you can play this game on almost any computer with no problem whatsoever relating to graphics card issues or not having enough processing power. Skid City is actually releasing today at the time of this upload, so you'll be able to buy it right now. I'm not sure what it's going to cost, but the link will be in the description below. Next up is Flotsam from Pajama Llama Games. Flotsam is a floating garbage town survival game. Scavenge what precious garbage you can from the ocean surface and grow your city while doing your best to survive in this colorful post-apocalyptic world. You get to build a city on a massive ocean. It kind of reminds me of that game Raft, but with a more cartoonish look and lack of first-person point of view. Flotsam really does look like a fun game, and you can pick it up right now in its early access stage, with a full release coming this year. Finally, we have Industries of Titan from Brace Yourself Games. Now, this is a game that I've been watching for a long time, in fact an entire year, because it was supposed to release back in 2020, making my top 10 list for last year. Even though it didn't get released last year, it is set to release this year of 2021. Anyway, Industries of Titan is an industrial city-building sim strategy game set on Saturn's moon Titan. Create a sprawling industrial city, design powerful factories, and compete with other great houses to stake your claim to the Industries of Titan. That's going to be all of the games on this list. Let me know down below what game you're looking forward to, and if you're still watching, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. See you in the next one, guys.